Hello, and welcome to another episode of our legendary Leadership Powered Paradigms webinars. This is Bill Thomas, your host and presenter for today. And as is our custom, we'll wait these final few seconds before we begin. So we're just waiting for people to join us. And as we are doing that, I will get myself together here. I seem to be having a problem with something called organization, which we're going to be talking about today. So uh, let's get hello. What's that? What's all of this? Oh, give me 1 second. Let me put this back down. And that's better. Now let's try that again. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of our Leadership Power Paradigms webinars. This is Bill Thomas, your host and presenter for today. And in our 14 or so minutes of time together, we are going to discuss the artistically rational yet scientifically elegant ways leaders can become more effective in transforming their power applications into abundantly wealthier products. So here we go. Using this example from our friends at the Wikipedia, we can see that the products of a prism are multicolored, rich and vibrant and vivid in substance and tone, while each individual hue is intensely bright and brilliant. Leaders should hope that their applications of power, which includes one's purposes, philosophies, and policy preferences, are also highly varied and multifaceted in terms of their deliveries or impacts. When leaders realize that their practices can be inspired by, influenced through, and involved around any one or more of these four ranges of action driven possibilities, those leaders will begin to see and understand that their performances, methods, and approaches can be truly limitless. Without a doubt, every leadership application has to be both artistic and scientific. Your rationale for taking or not taking an action, decision, or leap of faith reflects your answer to the question of why. In fact, your rationale always indicates your value judgment or your informed or emotionally charged reasons for the purposeful needs, inspired desires, and lofty ideals of your strategy, situation, or setting. As Isaac Asimov said, artists and scientists are highly rational and imaginative, and both of those qualities are and must be the products of one's own cognitive strengths, strategies, or systems and styles, which suggests that successful leaders are effective learners, that those leaders continually strive to expand upon their analytical, systems, spiritual, and emotional intelligences. We must always appreciate the amount of effort, energy, and excellence required in producing works of museum quality art or Nobel Prize winning science. The reasons why leaders must be creative first and foremost depend on the intensity, richness, and brilliance of your envisioned realities, your wise decisions, your creative solutions, and your strategic pursuits. Looking at that large number of leadership tasks, duties, practices, and processes on the left-hand side of this slide, and of course there are many more of these activities than those listed here, and then looking on the right side at the huge amount of possible performances and presentations leaders can adopt, we can accept that there are plenty of things leaders can and should do, universe of options on how they must present themselves or their ideas as well. However, these huge lists of competencies, skills, and styles inspired Professor Petra Galeri and his dissatisfaction with the leadership educational profession in his Harvard Business Review article. The good professor realizes that there is a crisis of purpose, not a shortage of leaders. He argues it is this serious lack of purpose, a huge shortage of imagination in formulating and identifying those purposes and aims, which are called to pursue, and he insists that we need to discover and then take action on those particular aims and evaluate how our actions will benefit others. Using this Using this critical question, which was asked by the followers of Jesus Christ when he told them that he would be going away from them, leaders also can use that same question to inform their followers and themselves of the missions which should be pursued, the mandates that must be established, and the meanings that could be shaped and clarified. Here we see six or more multicolored, highly faceted, richly vibrant purposes for any applications of our leadership power. Leaders can also use the prismatic opportunities, problems, and challenges that they encounter each and every day to more effectively create, support, and achieve the goals and objectives of their enterprise. So the question remains to be answered by you and you alone. How do you use your challenges to release the prismatic powers of your leadership performances? What are the primary elements of leadership power? It's anything which is centered around, involved with, or influenced by these three attributes. And how do you become more powerful? It happens whenever you augment, extend, empower, develop, improve upon, or add more to any of those three elements. The primary feature of the prism of effective leadership is its ability to help you define, describe, and differentiate your purposes for leading or applying your power or attaining your desired outcomes. If you work on opening the doors of opportunities, producing improvements in any P area, or crafting innovations on your T terrains, you are fulfilling your duties for being an effective and successful leader. Professors Professors Vanani explain that, quote, entropy is a quantity which is used to measure the level of evolution of a physical system, but in the meantime, it can be used to measure the disorder of a system. Entropy is always associated with an increasing level of disorder. In an isolated physical system, disorder, that is, the homogeneous distribution of energy, increases, leading to entropic heat death. Entropy evolves only in one direction, towards death and the elimination of any form of organization and structure. However, leadership always intends and evolves towards life and the establishment of organization and structure. Nevertheless, entropy seems to be contradicted by life. Living systems evolve towards order, towards higher forms of organization, diversification, and complexity, and can keep away from heat death. End quote. And that process which is what leadership is looking to achieve, is called syntropy. As you consider these possible uses, sources, and products of your leadership power, I hope you will begin to embrace this notion of information rich deliveries, supplies, applications, and predilections, which are the inventory and warehouse of your socially rich energies. You must believe that your power should be looked upon as being a prismatically purposeful system, strategically advantageous process, or philosophically authentic endeavor. Today, we discuss the artistic, scientific, vocationally driven, and competency focused aspects of leadership, where we employ the full spectrum of power application possibilities to illuminate, inspire, and influence ourselves and our followers to greater brilliance, vibrancy, and richness or wealth in our performances and results. This ends today's lesson. Now, what you're looking at is the major agenda items of our legendary leadership power tutorials and coaching monthly performance improvement support program, which you can read more about and learn more about at www.one-iam.com/LPP-legends, and it's there on the bottom of your screen. It's also on the right-hand side of your screen if you are on the webinar, the replay or the live webinar. And speaking of the replay webinar, you'll also see on the right-hand side of your screen a area where you can submit a question or a comment to me, even though we're not meeting live. If you're looking at the replay recording, just type in your question or comment and press the submit button, and that will automatically be emailed to me, and I'll have your email so that I can reply back to you. Also, if you wish to further discuss your question or comment, just simply include your phone number if you're located in Canada or the United States. And if you're located outside of Canada or the United States, you can include your Skype number instead, and I will give you a call on Skype, and we can have a nice chat and conversation on Skype that way. Otherwise, if you are located in Canada or the United States, you can simply include your phone number. Anyway, I'm going to run back to our control panel, and that way I'll be able to send you the links. If you just give me a quick New York second, as we used to say when I lived in New York. Yes, there are the two bonus gifts for your attendance today, and even if you're on the replay, you'll get the same links as well. The first gift is our 5 Leadership Uplifter Tasks infographic. That's a PDF document. All you simply have to do is to download the document to your computer and then print it out, which is what I strongly suggest, and put it on your desk and keep it in front of you as you go through your day. And you'll find that if you're performing one or more of those 5 tasks in each and every action that you take as a leader, you will be far more successful, and you will find that you are you're doing a great job. Don't worry about it. Just follow those 5 tasks. That's a quick cheat sheet, if you will, for doing it. It always fits on one page, and if you want to print it on a larger piece of paper, of course, you're welcome to do that too. Not a problem. And then the second gift is the Words with Wisdom paper. It is 8 pages. It is a PDF document as well. You can download it and read it, or read it online. You can print it out if you wish as well. You'll see that a number of the concepts, the ideas, if you will, principles, and other strategies that we discussed both here on this webinar as well as in our previous webinars. There'll be some of those highlighted for you as well, so that you get a deeper understanding, if you will, of our leadership power paradigms. And of course, both of these tools are designed to do one thing, and they are designed to they're designed to help you to become a better leader. Anyway, anyway, I'm just looking to see if there's any further questions or comments, and I don't see any from the live audience. But again, as I say, if you're on the replay recording, please feel free to email your questions to me. Just simply use the question box on the right-hand side of the screen and send them to me. Otherwise, if you happen to be seeing this recording outside of our webinar thing, and you don't know what I'm talking about when I say look on the right-hand side to see the Imagination Age Leadership Power Program and our cute little graphic for that, and the enroll and get started now button that you can press and open up a new page to read more about our legendary leadership power tutorials and coaching monthly performance improvement support program. Then, I would just say register for this series of webinars, and if you are seeing all of the stuff that I just described, well, you're already registered, so don't worry about it. But if you happen to be seeing this elsewhere, like I said, just go to our registration link and get on that, and that way you are and will be able to send me a question using our little question box. Anyway, Phil Thomas, your host and presenter for this episode of Leadership Power Paradigms. I want to thank each and every one of you for attending today. I say God bless you, Godspeed to you, and I wish you the very best of success in all of your leadership endeavors. Take care.